See, dreams have no meaning except these two. Sometimes some light from the superconscious slips. Superconscious penetrates the unconscious. Then it has got some meaning. When you touch the glimpse of your higher being, when you get the glimpse of your higher being, in the dream, sometimes it penetrates the dream and expresses itself in your being. If it does not, there is nothing wrong. You don't have to worry about it. And if you want to dream, you will create dream and see. That is not real vision thing. The frequency of I is much less than the frequency of thoughts. The frequency of thoughts is more. That is why thoughts are just taking you away. You can't do anything. You are just guided. You can't do anything. The moment you try to stand on your legs, you try to understand, I am not going to fall from the cliff. You wake up. You wake up. Then it means the waking body is entering into the subtle body. Even that is not good. Subtle body should be given its own place and space. Waking body should not interfere into the subtle body. Because you wanted so many things to be done in the waking body. Too much of desire to get attached to the waking body. It disturbs the subtle body. It comes into the space of subtle body. All the three, if they are given enough of your attention, you will never have problem and confusion between each other. When something is lacking, each one jumps on the other and tries to take his attention or space. Naturally, then you are in trouble. But according to me, it is not a healthy way of living. That time should be allotted for the dream and for the subconscious and unconscious process. It should not have any unnecessary interference from the physical layer. The more you try to utilize that two space, the more you will only feel sickness. You may like because you are having utility. It becomes a useful time. But surely harnessing those energies unconsciously will not help. When you are having a dream, it should not be a continuation of your waking state. He says that I solve my problems there. It should not happen there. It should be some sort of a relief for your regular mental setup. It should be a vacation for you. It should not be a continuous work. It should be a weekend for you. It should not be a weekday for you. That's more healthy. Try to just, whenever you feel satisfied, because you did something in the dream and it helped you, try to stop, try to hate that. Tell your mind, no, take rest at that time. You don't have to work. Just have a good vacation. Then automatically you will see the attitude will change. If you encourage, the same thing will continue. There's every chance you will be just possessed by the job which you do, which is not good actually. You need some vacation. You need something to change. And the mechanism, automatically, there is a natural mechanism inside you which wants to give you a change in the rest. So you must have that change and rest. Otherwise there is a chance of becoming mad. Sorry, but it is the truth. Because you will be possessed by a single idea, there is a chance of becoming mad. And if you are possessed by a higher ideal, there is a chance of becoming enlightened. But at least these ordinary ideas will not give you enlightenment.
Somebody calls you on telephone at night, asks you a question. You answer the question, and you don't remember anything about it next morning. You happen to see that person in the morning. That person says, hey, I called you last night, asked you this question. So you said, I don't remember, what did I say? That person tells you the answer was correct.
It means you answered in the off mind. Never do that. You answered as an automatic system. Many times The question answer becomes automatic system, especially when you are a doctor. You know you are.
No, but the question is really, is it the real world meeting with the dream world?
Yes. It can be said that there is an automatic mechanism between that area. So that automatic mechanism takes over. You see, driving, when you start learning, you learn so many rules. Then after a few days, you see it becomes an automatic mechanism.
But you are still awake when you are driving.
No. There is no need to be awake too much. There is no need to be awake too much. Little off you can add, and only you see cop's car, you can come totally. But till that time you can manage. So that is the way you manage that.
I have this problem of sleeping at night, and only one thing which disturbs me is I get this dream, various kinds of dream. Where in my dream I get stuck. Just like maybe I have difficulty in putting the key in the lock, or I have a problem in reading a question and not able to get an answer, and that wakes me up, and just I cannot go back to sleep.
Again, the waking body entering. That is what I say. The waking body entering into the dream body. Can whole day working. It blacks it. You try to work throughout the day. You try to use even the dream time for utility sake, which should not be.
Why is it sometimes when you're sleeping, you get this feeling that you want to wake up, but you can't? It's like some kind of weight.
Pressing.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, you left the subtle body, but you are not fully entered into the waking body. Then you get that feeling. Disconnection has happened and connection has not happened. You are disconnected from waking body. You are disconnected from subtle body. And you are entering into the physical body and trying to possess the whole physical body. That you are in the transit period. That is the time you try to possess the physical body quickly. Because you are always afraid of leaving physical body. In physical body you enjoy more. So you are always afraid. You try to possess it quickly. When you try to possess it quickly, the pressure. It will be just for 1 or 2 chanas. Again you will see, you are alright. Yes.
Swamiji, that happens to me only in the daytime when I sleep. It doesn't happen at night.
Because it only in that time you suffer the transit period. In the night time, the transit happens very quickly, it means.
If you force yourself to sleep for 3 to 4 hours a day, over a period of time you lose your sleep?
No. There is a clear proof. Now psychologists are proving any normal human being can sleep just for 2 hours a day and keep his physical and mental health properly and in a beautiful way. They are proving. In the ashram we worked on it. When I speak about the third body, I will tell about this and I will give you a technique also. If you want, you can work with it. A foolproof, solid technique.
What happens when I read somewhere that people have out-of-body experiences and then they shake and they're back in the world again and they've traveled out of their body during dreams?
Again, if they are able to remember it with the 4 color, they have traveled. Otherwise, they think they have traveled.
Some people say that when you're going to, just before you go to sleep, whatever you listen to, like perhaps a tape recorder or you read a book.
That will be the first thought when you come back. Actually, it's like an airport. From Oklahoma, if you take off from the airport, you can land only in the airport. From the airports you can take off. In the same airport only you will land. The runway. Your last thought is a runway. From where you are taken off.
I guess my question was more towards, is there such a thing that you learn or not, I wouldn't say learn, let me take that back. Memorize something better when you listen to it in your state?
At that time.
Yeah, when you're slipping from your...
Yes, actually. When you slip into unconscious, if you put some idea into you, that goes on inside you pick up, that starts working in you. That's true.
So it would actually be a good idea to listen to something you're teaching at that time.
Yes. You can listen to my teachings when you sleep, but don't sleep when you listen to my teachings. When you go for sleeping, listen to my teachings, nothing wrong. But when you listen to my teachings, don't sleep. Yes.
Swamiji, one thing that
we think this is real here and not a dream because we keep making new discoveries, like we discover a new star, or we go out with a telescope and look further and make a new discovery.
You think in the dream state you don't do all these things?
Yes, I realize that because in a dream, for example, I dream about someone who's 10 years old, and I don't know. I know that they were born and raised in that dream, so I assume it, and so it takes out all time then. So
No, in the dream also you do all these type of things.
Yeah.
You don't remember.
Then how do we differentiate if we're
Actually, these both are one and the same. That is what I am telling. Now, we are so much attached with this world, we are not ready to believe it. We bring enough of arguments. One of the important arguments, all of you missed, but let me give that argument and the answer. The argument is, Swamiji, every day I come back, I am sane. But every day when I dream, I am not sane. You understand? That is the argument to prove this is reality and that is dream. Again, not.
There's a weird feeling of whom you identify yourselves in the dream.
One thing, be very clear. The idea of time itself is from projection from your mind. In the dream state, if you see from the waking state, you dreamt only 8 hours. If you see in the dream state, you may be dreaming even 10 years. 10 years of dreams you will finish it. 10-year lifespan you will live it in 10 hours. See, only 10 hours you have dreamt. You also know that only 10 hours you slept. But in the dream, you have taken bath, you have done your exams, you have gone for a job. 10 years of work is over. In the 10 years, you fall into dream and come out inside dream. Understand? Inside dream, you dream and come out. Just like you have 3 states now, you have 3 states in the dream also. Very clearly Tantra explains. The 3 kinds of dreams, there are 3 states of dreams. In the dream, waking dream, dream, deep sleep dream. Understand? Dream with verbalization and visualization is waking dream. Dream only with visualization is dream. Dream only with verbalization is deep sleep dream. Now I think half of the group is confused. Let me finish the answer. Then you will be able to understand. So each layer has got 3 layers. Each layer has got 3 layers. 3. Waking state 3 layers, dream state 3 layers, and deep sleep state 3 layers. In each 3 layers, the with I, without I, with thought, without thought crisscrosses. Now you are not confused. Actually, if you see 9 into 3. No. What is this? 37, 27. 27 are the layers of your being. There are so many layers after layers. Because we don't remember, we have made all the 3 dreams as one dream, that's all. As a one dream. Now you understand this much. If you wake up from the moment you die, you realize, 70 years dream I dreamt, but I slept only 70 days. That is why we always say, Devatas, 1 year for us is 1 day for Devatas. Because the frequency of thoughts is much less there. More the frequency of thoughts, more the time flows. Understand? If the frequency of thought is more, even if when you come out, you understand only few hours. But when you are there, you feel as if so many years are going. For example, if you are sitting with a person who eats your head, naturally, you feel even 5 minutes is like a 5 year. Because the frequency of thought is more, you are uncomfortable, disturbed, you are in hell. I always tell the people, hell means eternity, eternity means hell. Hell is always eternal. Because you do not, even if it is few minutes, you feel it is eternal. It's not moving. But if the frequency of thought is very less, relaxed, you will see, even if the 20 years are there, 10 years are there, you do not know how time flies. Yes.
Let's see if in this world or this dream, you can go to the other dream, come back and continue and go back and come back. But if I go in the other dream, there is no continuation. I don't even remember where I started before.
No, you continue. Now you don't remember. But when you die and before taking the body, you see the whole scale. You see the whole scale. How many janmas you took and what all you did and what you want to do next. In the dream you say, I don't remember about the waking state. You don't remember about the waking state in the dream. Same thing you say now. You don't remember about the higher state. No. If you wake up, when you are out of the body, you remember that state. Yes.
Am I dreaming this dream, or is this dream dreaming me?
Nice question. Is this dreaming me, or I am dreaming? When your awareness, if it is more intense than the frequency of thoughts, you are dreaming. If the frequency of thoughts is more intense than your the dream is dreaming you. For some, you have to only start smoking, then smoking will smoke you. You have to start drinking, then drinking will drink you. If you can control drinking, you are drinking. If you can't, then drinking is drinking you. If the thoughts are in more frequency than your eye consciousness, if your eye consciousness is in high frequency, you can stop thoughts. If your eye consciousness is in high frequency, if you can stop thoughts, you are dreaming. You are thinking. Otherwise, thinking is thinking you. When you are worrying, why do you say, I don't want to worry, Swamiji, but worrying is happening? Because the frequency of thoughts is more than frequency of your being. You, instead of settling, you are quickly flying. You are again and again and again flying. Actually, every moment you touch the time shaft and come back. Present, future. Present, future. Present, future. But going to the present and coming out, if it is reduces, just future, then the thought frequency becomes too much.
Swamiji, you know how she was saying that she stops her dreams and puts it on pause and then comes back and starts them? Is that the causal body or the subtle body?
It means at that moment the frequency of I becomes very solid. She can stop. Now, if the frequency of I becomes solid, if it becomes solid, you can stop the whole dreaming. You can understand and you can stop even the whole life.
And then continue again?
As you want. That is what I said morning. You can change the future. When the solid shaft of I penetrates the present moment and penetrates the dream shaft, you can stop. Actually, if you just analyze logically and understand these three states, that itself will liberate you from the very big sufferings. There's a sloka, which is truth. Just a logical understanding, vivarana, avastatraya vivarana, is more than enough to bring you out of 80% of your sufferings. That is why I am giving so much of emphasis to analyze and understand. Just understand, that will help you.
Swamiji, sometimes babies in the sleep cry or smile. Is that they are dreaming?
Yes.
Where their pressure comes from?
They are bringing, what is this? When you come, you
From the
bring.
past life?
Yes, a little bit of mental setup you bring. Then you develop here. Just the, what to say, hard disk you bring, then you develop. Add everything.
What about people who don't believe in that reincarnation? A lot of people don't believe in that.
You may not believe, but it is truth. You can't say anything about it.
So when you die in terms of this physical body, I take it you become out of the one. When you die.
You become part of the one. Unless you become enlightened, you will never become part of the one.
How does this stay separate? How does it stay separate?
How does?
Without this physical body.
How does? You stay. You can't stay. That is why in 3 chana you take a new body. In 3 chana you take a new body.
And what determines that? Your karma?
Yes. Your desires and karma determines. In the NSP I speak about this death. What happens? The transition and all those things. Yes. Expressions. Words are inadequate for experience. Now itself you do not know how much of Sanskrit words I am trying to break and bring it into English, and there are so many words are not equivalent. I have no word for this Turiya Samadhi. Samadhi word I have no English equivalent word. What to do?
When you say that dreams and reality are one and the same, I understand how visions play into that, but what about your black and white dreams? Where does that fall in?
If you see from ultimately everything is just nothing. If you are in this, then you can have a classification. From dream state, if you compare, is a little higher state. So in dream state, if you compare, that is little higher state. That's all. Ultimately, nothing is true. That's what I was telling you yesterday. When you analyze this, you will understand 2 things. First thing, you will have tremendous energy, because tremendous energy is locked in the dream body. If you meditate and bring that energy out, you will have tremendous energy to make your dreams into reality. And you will have Shakti to make your dreams into reality. And then you will have Buddhi to understand reality is your dream. Both will start happening. Yes.
Just one last question, the one I asked earlier about hypnotizing people.
When you see, if your frequency of I is lower than somebody else's high frequency, the man whose high frequency is more, he can suppress your high frequency.
But how do you hypnotize a whole group? I mean, it could be 60 people. We see that on TV all the time.
The guy's high can be, his frequency can be little higher. You see, all of your frequency, if it is 200, just 220 is enough to hypnotize not 10, 15 or 60 or 70. The whole. Let me just tell you a small story. 2 friends, they were going for a picnic in the forest. Both are walking and enjoying the forest. Suddenly they see a lion. One guy tries to run. The other guy shouts, "Hey, do you think you can run faster than lion?" He says, "No, I don't have to overrun the lion, but if I run overrun you, that's enough." I don't have to run faster than lion. If I just run just a little faster than you, that is more than enough. So, you don't have to be enlightened to hypnotize. Just the frequency, little more is enough. You can hypnotize. The main thing, never get hypnotized by a person who is other than enlightened. Because enlightened man will never hypnotize you. Any time, if you get hypnotized by another person, he pours his thoughts also in your being. His thoughts also will affect you. Never get hypnotized. Never let the hypnotism happen to you. One important thing. With the enlightened man, a different kind of things happen. When you are hypnotized and if you come out of hypnotism, you will always feel sick, low energy and less intelligent. If you come out of the enlightened master's presence, people ask me, how do we know that your energization is not hypnotism? I tell them, this is a scale. If you come out of hypnotism, you will always feel sick, as if you are sucked and less intelligent. But when you come out of the energization, what do you feel? Energetic, alive, and more intelligent. That shows very clearly it is not hypnotism, it is de-hypnotism.
What's happening to us when we go through an anesthesia for surgery or?
The frequency of the I is suppressed by the frequency of thoughts. Frequency of thoughts is increased and the I is suppressed. Don't think you will not have thoughts, you will have thoughts.
Yeah.
But you will not have the feeling that I am having thoughts. That's all.
So the pain is associated with I?
Yes. Pain and the bliss is associated with the I.
Yeah, in fact, they say that you remember everything when you're in anesthesia.
You see, for example, how the pain and bliss is associated with the I. One old man went to the next village. Slowly he is walking and coming back. Suddenly he sees his house is in fire. And he shouts, "Oh, my house is on fire, my house is on fire. I'm gone. The son, one of his son was with him. "Father, why are you shouting? Don't you remember just yesterday we sold the house?" Immediately he says, "Oh God, yes, right. I have no problem, yes." And next son says, No, we have not yet taken the money. Immediately he thinks, yes, we have not yet taken the money. "Oh, my house is on fire, my house is on fire, my house is on fire." He shouts. The fourth son says, No, Father, today morning the money is deposited in the bank, don't worry. Again he says, "Oh, I am free. I have no problem." In 10 minutes, incident is saved, person is saved, situation is same, the pain and bliss just comes and goes. See, same scene, same person, same information, but in 10 minutes, 2 times he felt joy and 2 times he felt the pain because the eye connection. It is not the house, I. That does the whole thing. You understand this one story?
Swamiji,
Yes.
there's no smoking sessions where they hypnotize the person so that he can stop smoking. Is that
You see, again, if you are hypnotized and stop smoking, surely it will disturbance for your consciousness. If you are de-hypnotized and stop smoking, you will grow out of it. Never get hypnotized and stop smoking. Now you know that they have done a research. They insert an electrode, your anger will be totally stopped. And afterwards, they found out, they did 100 surgery as a test. They found out the intelligence rate also has come down tremendously. They stopped doing the electrode insertion. So same way, if you get hypnotized and drop smoking, you lose the intelligence.
And there is another question. Some people,
Intelligence is too much valuable for smoking.
there's a few people who hypnotize and they said they can take you back into your previous life also.
Again, the problem is, you will be taking these ideas also. You have to be careful about it. Yes.
So my question relates to that. I think it's a question of the end. Is there a purpose to life, and what is the purpose of life if there is anything other than searching for God?
Again, you yourself said it's ant. Question of the ant. One thing I can say, why do you take body? I can say, you take body to reach the state of bliss without the help of the body and mind. Purpose of life is to attain Nityananda. That's all. Attain eternal bliss, Nityananda. Over.
Would it be wrong for me to understand it as that we are expressions and we need to take this expression to another state?
You are expression of certain experience. You are supposed to catch the experience solidly so that the expressions disappear. That's nice.
So the only way you can get Nityananda is to have a
This body.
Oh.
This body, because this body is the crossroad. This is the right exit. No other exit leads to enlightenment. Exit with body, with human body is the only exit, takes you to the enlightenment.
Is it so how they say in Gita that at the time of death, whatever you are thinking is what you become in your next life?
In the time of deep, before falling asleep, whatever you think, that only decides the whole dream. Same way, whatever thought was strong at the time of leaving the body, that will decide the next span of life.
And is it like how they say, in 84,000 lives after
No.
you become one time you...
No, there is nothing like that. No cycle. It is when you become enlightened, you become one, otherwise still you run around.
Please repeat that statement that you said about the expression and experience. I swear, I lost something.
We are all the expression of certain experience. But we are too much caught with the expression. If you can slowly drop from the expression and catch the experience and one with that, to become one with the experience, forgetting the expression is what is the ultimate goal.
You're running around in circles there.
So, if you look at children who are under 3 years, as you're saying, if they are already connected, are they enlightened?
They have the blueprint of enlightenment. Their body and mind has got a chance to retain it, or a choice to lose it. The blueprint is there. Blueprint means potential. The experience, glimpse is there. They can retain it if they are intelligent, if they don't go to school.
Can parents do something, or can society do something to help those that when they're babies?
That is what is the revolutionary society once upon a time existed, run by the rishis, did. So I am trying, maybe I don't know how much I will be successful, but I am trying. But at least in 1 or 2 cases I can say the initial signals are showing bright. And whatever I am trying now, initial signals are showing bright. But too much of manpower is necessary. It's not a small story. You understand? If I am successful in creating so much of manpower, there is a chance. I have an idea. The parents themselves will become teachers. That is the Gurukulam idea. The parents will be teachers. And each child will have one teacher. But working out the logistics is a big thing. Yes.
What is enlightenment?
Aha! After listening full Ramayana, what is the relationship between Sita and Rama? At least now you asked. Becoming one with the energy which moves the whole existence is what enlightenment. I know for sure you are not understood. I have also not understood. Forget about it. You can't express it more than this by words. That's all.
Just a quick question. Is there no such thing as coincidence then?
No. Only cause and effect. When you do not know the link between cause and effect, when it is too high or too low from your understanding, you call it as coincidence or miracle. When it is too high, you call it miracle. When it is too low, you call it coincidence. No miracle, no coincidence.